And hi, Chakradhar, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm good. How are you, Shurvi?
I'm good, thank you. And today we just want to do a little bit of reflection on our last year. Like 2020 has been such a disaster year
Right.
for most of us.
Yes, yes.
So, how was your last year?
My last year was, if I have to tell you, a lot of learning, lot of new stuff, and I have internalized a lot of things which I was not knowing about me. Like
Mm,
my friends were telling me about my uh, memory. Means I had that potential, but then like sometimes if somebody told me 10 numbers, I was able to recall those 10 numbers even after 1 hour, 2 hour, or even after one day. And sometimes I used to dial the numbers. In India, there are 10 numbers in mobile. So I used to dial those numbers and I won't go into address book. So my memory was quite good as compared to other, and that I realized in the month of June or July, not before that, because I came through 2 3 podcasts where I heard of memory training, which I was not knowing something like memory training is also happens. So from
mhm.
there, my life, I must say, my life has changed completely. I was just a marketing professional. Now I can be called from 3 different names, or the memory coach, or even a podcaster, or a YouTuber sometime. So it was
Nice.
actually a very good journey. If I have to
Yeah.
ask you, how was your last year?
Okay, my last year at the very beginning was, I can say, a little bit of disastrous because, it was something nobody expected, and, we were not ready for something like that.
Right, right.
And it was difficult and challenging at the beginning because, like I live in a country where my, children are not with me. My parents, I mean, my mom is not with me. So I'm like far away from everybody.
Okay.
So it was a bit challenging. But
Mhm.
at one point of time, I realized that, like it's going to carry on for quite some time like this. And, there is no point talking about it or feeling negative about it.
Right.
So I have to take charge of it, and I have to do something about this situation rather
Yes.
than keep talking in a bad way, like don't focus your energy in the place where you don't want it to grow, right?
Right, right.
So that's why I started to explore. And like I was actually a teacher before that,
Okay.
and most of my life. So as I was teaching my ESL students,
Mhm.
like they used to come from different countries and all that, and
Mhm.
they had many challenges. So
Mhm.
I realized that while teaching them, I was actually coaching them, because
Yes.
at that point of time, I didn't know what is a coach. But
Right.
I was like facilitating, I was like guiding them, and also holding them accountable for the steps that they need to take. And
Right.
I was always doing it with a lot of empathy and compassion, which
Right.
people around them couldn't understand
Mhm.
sometimes because they didn't know the language, and they had
Okay.
to be in the middle school and high school and do the all the work, the hard work. But the students were getting frustrated around them, and they didn't have friends. So
Mhm.
I had to coach and counsel the parents as well as the teachers,
Teachers. Okay.
and
Yeah, you have
also
mentioned. Yeah.
the students. It
Right.
was like it was a difficult position to have.
Right. Right.
But
Yes.
at the same time, it was also a learning place for me. Like I grew as a coach at that
Mhm.
time, without knowing that I was coaching and
Yes.
all that.
Yeah.
But last year
Mhm.
gave me the time to kind of do a lot of these courses,
Mhm.
where I learned about coaching, and then I gathered more tools.
Okay.
And I was also on a path to look for my life purpose.
Okay.
So last year was the time when I really reflected and I saw that, okay, this is my purpose, I want to help people.
Right.
And as a woman, I would like to help other women,
Yes.
who are going through phases of life where their children are maybe not with them, because they have left home for university, or they have become empty nesters, or their children are already grown up. So sometimes these mothers have a lot of frustrations, and they are like, they have a lot of stress, but they're not able to say all those things in front
Right.
of others, and they have to keep a smiling face and all those
Yes.
things. So they have a lot of challenges, and they also think that, is this all life have, like for us, like, I'm sure there is more to life.
Yes.
So these are the places, like, I started to explore, and I thought that, I have gone through this, and I've learned how to get out of this situation and see the light on the other side of the tunnel. And I would like to help other women go, like, not go through the long phase, but give easier tools, so they
Okay.
can also, see the light on the other side and be
Of the
more
tunnel, yeah,
joyful.
definitely, yes.
Yeah. So this is
How it was.
how I gathered, and I learned a lot
Right,
from
right, right.
last year. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Great, great,
Yeah.
great.
So
This year has changed a lot of people for a lot of good thing, and not the, though there was challenges, people were inside their, they were locked inside their houses, but then also they have explored, and then they have never left helping people. They were helping people from where they are, means even in their homes or in the community, where it is
yeah,
possible.
absolutely.
Yeah.
The community, the feeling of the community, the humanity, like,
Yes.
I think that that aspect has really grown last year. Like, people have started to help each other and
Yes.
evolve. So what lesson would you like to carry with you from last year into this 2021?
The lesson which, it's an if I have to tell in nutshell, in short description,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only thing is, any challenge which comes with some or other opportunity. And if people are not getting jobs, or people are locked inside their homes, or they're not able to talk to people, not able to meet people, then also they can explore their other side, what they are good at. As if
Yes.
I have to take my example, I was not knowing that I can write a book. If around
Yeah.
years back, if I talk to one of my friends or somebody who knows me better, he definitely not going to say that you can write a book. But then when I started exploring that part, I had that interest. I can research on particular topic, and I can write a book. And it's
Yeah.
an easy journey till we are not explored that thing. So
Yeah.
it is all about exploring. When once you start
Yes.
exploring, you definitely reach to something which is better for your future, as well as for yourself, that for you, your grooming, your
Yeah.
I should say holistic development.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
If
This
same thing
is
I have
very,
to, yeah,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
If same thing I have to ask you, how did you go through the whole thing? Like, as you said, you have met a lot of people, and then you have helped a lot of people. But then, how was the journey for you? For the others, you have helped. But then, what about
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
I have, as a person also, I have grown last year, like, because, I got time to really, stop everything and reflect on what I learned before, and how I can go forward, and how I can be a better person,
Right.
and when you go through challenges, there are a lot of things you discover about yourself, like
Yes.
resilience,
Yeah.
about strength, and how you can be flexible, like, we don't have to, like, I have to do this, I have to go here by this time, those things all. Last year we couldn't say all those things. I
Yeah.
had so many flight tickets which are like, later
Yeah.
we had to cancel everything. So
Yes.
you
Yes.
have to be flexible. You can't
Yeah.
just say, oh, my
Yeah.
life is,
Rigid to
at
something. Yes.
the end.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So these resilience and, getting those inner strength and flexibility, those are the things that I learned about myself, that
Great.
which
Great.
was, which was new to me, like,
Yeah, lying
because I've
inside you,
never
but then you're not able to explore that thing. Then it is
yeah,
inside you, but then you have never explored any time, so you don't know about you. Right.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And so what's the message for this year for you? Like, what would you like to um, start this year with? What is the message?
I have many resolutions, but then I am taking one step at a time, as I have did in last year. Uh,
Hmm.
Last year, for first 6 months, I was doing nothing. I was like, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. Where should go? Where should I go? What should I do? But then once I started that journey and started taking one step at a time, started climbing that ladder, so things started becoming easy and easier. So I'm going to continue to that journey. I'm not going to be like in a hurry that I have to climb to the top and then to reach somewhere. I have a plan to write another 3 books, but then I'm going to write first book, means the third book first, then fourth, and then fifth. Maybe by the year end, I'll be completing all those 3 books. I have my plans to start my coaching as a full-fledged career, which I'm
Mm,
just means exploring right now. I'm exploring, but then
right.
everything is going to be means I'm going to improve 1% per day at that
Yes.
rate. Yeah, 1% per day, and then at the end of year it'll be around 365 days. I'll be 30 times or more, 40 times more improved version of myself. So that is
Of
the
course.
message. Yeah, that is the message from
Absolutely.
my side.
Yeah. If we keep doing something, on a consistent basis, then we always improve. So, like, not give up, keep going. And then maybe there will be some blocks and all that, of course. We all have challenges, but like, fear, less confidence, all those things, but we have to keep in mind why we are doing it, and then we have to keep on going, and going towards our target. Then only
Right.
we can reach that. And and over all these weeks, slowly we will bring more messages like this, and hopefully, you will get something, all of you will get something out of this.
Yeah, very
And
true.
please
Yeah.
let us know in the comment box that if you have learned anything, if you have, you know if this resonates
Resonates
with
with you.
you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. If I have to ask
Okay.
you one last question, means how did
Yes.
you utilize your time? Means you also have gone through a lot of courses. I have also gone through a lot of courses. But then something inside, like we are sitting somewhere, and how you mold yourself or how you utilize your time in that period before getting any breakthrough or before going to any courses. So how you change yourself that I should do now this and not stuck at the same place. Means
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I mean, like, when this year started, like all this pandemic started, um, I mean, I was in that confusion, that kind of state, like, oh my God, when will I meet my kids, and when will I be able to travel, and all those kind of things.
Mhm.
But then there was one course which I took actually around that time, and
Mhm.
which, slowly that kind of changed my mindset, you
Okay.
know
Mhm.
so it's all about mindset. It's like, how we think, how we perceive
Mhm.
something, whether we want to be a victim, or whether we want to, empower ourselves by doing
Right, right, right.
something. So all those things are in our mind, and we can control it. So once I realized that,
Mhm.
everything started to shift and everything started to change. So
Yes.
that's how, that's how all
Everything
this.
worked out, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah,
my
yeah.
case, I have actually was listening a lot of podcasts and then reading books, and that
Mm,
helped me out. And then at the start, as I've told you, I was just passing time,
yeah,
sitting idle, watching TV and everything. Then I realized that this is how it is not going to happen. There has to be some change. And then
yeah.
those podcasts and then those books, ideas actually helped me out. And then now I think I'm a bit improved rather than the
Of
what I
course.
was in year 2019.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So in a way, it has been a big blessing for people who have
Yeah,
utilized this time in a fruitful way, and
right.
it has been, in some way, it is a blessing also. Although I mean,
Definitely.
like, I mean, I should say that there are a lot of sad things that happened. Like, a lot of people have lost their lives
Yes.
and lost their jobs and things like that. So I mean, I don't want to sound
Yeah, everything
too
was
harsh,
fine. Right.
yeah, what, but of course, I have also lost somebody very close to me
Yeah.
during
Okay.
this time. So
Right.
these things happened. But I mean, uh, it is like how we perceive, how we go through each day, that makes a huge difference,
Right.
you know rather than staying in that place of sadness, and like, oh my god, the news keeps giving you all kinds of bad
Yeah.
things.
Right.
So yeah, it depends where you want to be in your life. Yeah, you have
Yes.
the
Yes.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, Shurvi. Thank you for your
yeah.
message and your
Thank you.
time. Yeah. I
Thank
think
you
this
so
is
much.
going, yeah, definitely going to help people.
Okay. Okay.
And
Bye.
yeah, thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
See you. Yeah, see you all. Bye.